Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you part 3 of What If Naruto Had Ultimate Luck with a Gambler's Ability. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual. Share this to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episode over on Anime King 3 of What If Naruto was sent to a parallel multiverse, and enjoy that guys. And on this channel I post a brand new series of What If Naruto was trained by Shao Kahn. A brand new series guys for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead and check out that and enjoy guys. And also, over on Anime King 2 I post a brand new series of What If a being from a different dimension was sealed inside of Naruto. So go ahead and check out that and enjoy guys. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Making family. And thank you for all of your help and support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be planning talking about to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, what do you say we begin this new episode start? The intro. So, the last part that we left off, Naruto was going to take part in the Chūnin exams. As Sai on Team 7, something happened, and Naruto was going to take his place for Chūnin exams as he got there. As he played with Ibiki while poker, that was the worstest mistake of Ibiki's life, as the kid cleaned him out completely. As Naruto watches the man got rather angry, his ire spreading. The anger leaking from the man made many of the participants dropped out, as they were afraid of the man, and not to mention the tests, and the man's words were rather threatening even more. At the end though, Naruto gave him back some of the cash. As he did this so, the man would be angry and most of them would drop out. Well, the kid did something well. After that, Naruto made his way, along with Anko and the others, as they arrived to the Forest of Death, as she explained the rules about the forest. Once that was over, as Naruto found a locket, as it turned out that it was Anko's locket, the last thing her mother ever gave to her that she hung on to. Orochimaru told her to crush and destroy everything from her past, as they were just weakness. As she did not destroy the locket though, as she was so happy when he gave it back to her. As Naruto saw that Lady Luck was looking down on him once again, but he was not wrong, there was indeed someone named Lady Luck, and there was also Lady Fate as well, as she's been watching Naruto since he was younger, as the boy had really sparked her interest. As Naruto made his way in the Forest of Death, arriving in there, things escalated when the snake Sandaime showed himself. As they fought, Orochimaru was strong as he ended up marking Naruto, but as Naruto woke up in his mindscape, the fox devoured Orochimaru's soul fragment. But that did not mean that his curse mark would go away, as the mark was still on Naruto's body, as it gave him this extra dark boost trying to tame him and contain his mind. But Naruto was much stronger, as he knocked Sasuke out with rather ease, who had went crazy over the mark as he returned, as he explained to the old man what was going on. The preliminaries went off rather easy, as all of them were signed off to the finals the ones that passed. Once that was over, as there was a big gambling tournament going on as Naruto was going, as he informed the Hokage. As he left, he arrived at the town to see where the thing was going on, as it was only the three of them left. As it turned out that Lady Fate was one of them, as she had transformed and brought herself on the human plane. Even after taking most of her luck that she gave Naruto away, he was still just lucky on his own, and he still won in the end, but he shared his chips with her, as she was good, and it was just a chance of luck that he won, as she was grateful for that. As Naruto invited her to come back to Konoha with him, as she wasn't part of any major village, as he spoke to Sarutobi. Afterwards, Naruto met up with Anko, as she, well, was happy to see that he has returned, as he brought her out for that drink and dango, seeing that he won a lot at the gambling house. When they got home, things got a bit hot and heavy, as things escalated beyond a point of no return as they slept together. When Naruto returned home though, as he saw that the woman was there, greeting him that he brought back with him, as she would be staying here until she found somewhere else proper. As Naruto didn't have a problem with that, but he wondered how Uncle would feel about it. So yeah guys, so basically as we left off, you guys can switch across the play check for yourself. So what is to begin this new episode? Let's get straight into it guys. Naruto woke up with a grunt. Damn coach. Damn me for being a damn gentleman, he thought to himself. Damn puppy dog eyes. As he sat up, Mai had utilized the puppy dog eyes on him in order to get the bed. He had tried to resist but it did not work. He got up as he left her a note after finishing his morning routine, as he was gonna go out to train. As soon as he came out, he saw the devil in green coming out of the apartment next to him. He's my neighbor? As he saw a guy doing his morning stretches. Good morning, Naruto-kun. Do you wish to run around the village with my own youthful self? As Naruto winced a bit at the volume, he really spoke rather loudly. Sorry guys, sensei, I'll do my run at sunset. It's nicer, said Naruto with a smile. Of course. Your youthfulness has reached new heights, Naruto-kun. I will also start running at sunset. As Guy went back in his apartment. As Naruto stood there, his eye twitching violently. What the hell did he just do? 10 minutes later, Naruto was on training ground 14, as he was sparring with some shadow clones. As he thought about his match with Neji, Neji's eyes could see 360 degrees, and not to mention he could see if Naruto hid any cards under the ground. Damn Hyugas with their damn special eyes. But he was coming up with a plan. After his training, he made his way towards his favorite dango shop, as he found Uncle munching away. He was not surprised to see her here. Oh hey Uncle-chan, he said, as Naruto rolled his neck a bit. Oh hey Naruto-kun, she said. What's wrong with your neck? Oh, I slept on the couch, said Naruto. You see, there's this girl, Mai. I met her at the poker tournament the other day, and the Hokage sent her to live with me, as Naruto ducked. Uncle blinked. What? What was that, she said. The Hokage sent Mai to live with me until she can afford her own apartment, said Naruto, as he was still hiding behind the bench. Uncle shrugged. Okay, she said. That's it? No punching, kicking, or going on some rampage, Naruto asked, with a raised eyebrow. No. Why should I, she said. You're not doing anything with her, are you, she said. There was a dangerous tone in her voice. No, of course not. I just assumed that you might get a little jealous of me living with another woman. I mean you become jealous for less before, said Naruto, as Uncle shrugged. Yeah, but that was before we became an item. I know you, and you'll be faithful to me, she said, with a smile. Won't you? She asked. Oh, of course, said Naruto, as he jumped over and sat down, as he took a stick of dango. Later that night, as Naruto was entering his apartment, as it felt like his soul was coming from his body. Why the hell did he tell Guy that he ran at night? Why the hell did he? Had I kept my mouth shut, he would have continued to run in the mornings. Damn me, he thought to himself, as Naruto got in to see Mai sleeping on the couch in front of the TV. He smiled, yes, the bed is free, as she opened one of her eyes. She smiled at him. The bed is mine, she said. Damn woman, Naruto thought to himself. The month passed by rather quickly, as there wasn't much to do than train. As Naruto was standing in the center of the arena with the others, a man with a senbon in his mouth stood in front of them, with a bored look on his face, as Harrison was on his feet. Thank you all for coming to the Hidden Leaf Chūnin selection. We will now start the main tournament matches between the 8 participants who made it through the preliminaries. Alright, the man with the senbon then took over. Take a look at this, as he held up a piece of paper. Naruto Uzumaki vs Neji Hyuga, Sasuke Uchiha vs Gaara San, Aberame Shino vs Kankuro, and Nara Shikamaru vs Temari San. That's odd. Wasn't Shikamaru supposed to fight that Dosu guy first? Naruto thought to himself, as Naruto glanced towards Shikamaru, who seemed to be thinking the same thing. Did he quit? Know that is settled, let's start the exam. I'm the proctor for this match, Genma. Everyone, except for Naruto Uzumaki and Neji Hyuga, leave the arena. As Neji now stood in front of Naruto as the both of them faced each other. Are you ready? As they both nodded. Good, then let the first match, Neji Hyuga vs Naruto Uzumaki, begin. You might as well give up. Fate has chosen me as the victor of this match. As Neji slipped into his Hyugan stance, as Naruto would have sworn that he heard a woman in the distance shouted, No, I haven't. But he shrugged it off, there was too many people around. You're pretty full of yourself, aren't you? Said Naruto with a smirk. How? Can you know what fate wants? Because I'm a Hyuga, and we are the best in the leaf, said Neji. His tone was so arrogant, it surprised Naruto. How full of himself this guy was. The best, huh? Said Naruto. As Neji nodded, then tell me, why hasn't the Hyuga ever become Hokage? Why isn't any of the Sandaime in the Hyuga? I'll tell you why. Because you suck, said Naruto. As that pissed Neji off. Shut up, he shouted, as he attacked Naruto with the fury of Gyugen strikes. But Naruto evaded them, his speed, faster than Neji's, before he jumped away. You're pretty good at this, said Naruto. Despite everything, Neji was a bit faster than he expected. Thank you. I practice 4 hours a day, said Neji. Huh. You need to find yourself a girl, said Naruto. As Neji attacked him once again as Naruto dodged, as he smirked while dodging. Or perhaps you have found one, but you're not capable of wooing said girl. As Naruto looked down, you're not a eunuch, are you? Shut up and fight me, Neji said, as he charged once again. Fine, said Naruto as he summoned his staff and twirled around, as he twirled over his head and stomped it in the ground. Let's do this. As Neji came towards him again, Neji was caught off guard as the staff slammed into his nose. Huh, didn't see that one coming, huh? Bitch. As Neji moved back with his bleeding nose. Why do you defy fate, he said as he held on to his bleeding nose. I don't know, said Naruto. Just though like the thought of someone else controlling my life. Let me ask you a question though. Why do you believe in fate so much? If you wish to know, said Neji, as he untied and removed his headband, as he showed Naruto the mark on his forehead. He then went on to give Naruto a long-winded speech, as Naruto was silent through the entire thing. You done? As Neji eyed twitched in anger. You know what? I'll show you, Neji, said Naruto as he pulled out a deck of cards as he sealed away his staff. When I become Hokage, I'll move that little curse seal for you. Because Neji, anyone can defy fate no matter what. Because I, Naruto Uzumaki, I make my own fate. As he pumped wind chakra in the cards, as he tossed them in the air. All of them came rushing down on Neji. Neji spin, rotation. You cannot beat me, said Neji as he came to a stop. Your idiotic cards cannot get through my ultimate defense. As Naruto poofed away, 2 hands burst on the earth and grabbed his ankles. Earth element, inner decapitation technique, said Naruto, as he pulled Neji down and burst out in front of him. Gotcha, bitch, said Naruto, as Neji tried to pull his way out of the hole. Don't try it, said Naruto. If you feel around, you can feel yourself getting poked. 4 of my clones are currently down there, holding a kunai at a vital spot. If I was you, I will stand still. As Naruto looked down, Proctor, he won't be getting out. The Proctor jumped down. Neji Hyuga is unable to continue. Winner, Naruto Uzumaki. As a crowd started to cheer. Wow, said Naruto. Not all of them hate me. As Neji was removed from the hole as Naruto made his way up. Genma then called over Sasuke Uchiha and Gaara of the desert. In the Hokage's boot, Rado, a Jonin, leaned over towards Hiruzen. We can't find Sasuke anywhere, sir. What do we do? Hiruzen sighed. There's nothing we can do. Rules are rules. All we can do is disqualify him. The Kazekage eyes narrowed a bit. Hokage Dano, most of these people came here to see the Uchiha fight. I am actually pretty psyched to see him fight my strongest genin. I'm sorry, Hokage Dano, but if someone can't come to a exam on time, they're not Chūnin material. As he turned to radio, disqualify him. The man nodded as he flashed down to the arena and whispered in Genma's ear. As Genma nodded, Sasuke Uchiha is not here, therefore he is disqualified. The crowd burst into a disapproving roar. Back in the Hokage's box, a man poofed inside. He had long white hair, with a kanji for oil on his headband. Yo, Sensei. Jiraiya? What are you doing here? Meh, not much. Just want to see how the kid is doing. He is doing just fine. You just missed his match against Hyuga Prodigy. He won by the way. Yeah, I figured that much. Jiraiya says he sat down. The Kazekage frowned under his veil. This was not good. Not good at all with Jiraiya here. Things would not go as he wanted, and not to mention Gaara would not fight Sasuke. This just turned things all around. He could not start the invasion now. He had to wait, perhaps even call it off. Damn it. The next match went off, as Shino automatically win because Kankuro gave up. Temari won, as Shikamaru didn't have enough chakra to win the match as he kept charging his Shadow Possession Jutsu. It was time for the second round, as Naruto was called, along with Gaara. Gaara had a bloodthirst look on his face, as Naruto looked towards him with a bored look. Are both of you? They were interrupted by a swirl of leaf that appeared in the center, as Kakashi and Sasuke appeared. Are we too late? Said Kakashi. Yes, you are. Sasuke got disqualified, and I'm gonna fight this guy. Can you guys get out of here? Said Naruto. What? What do you mean disqualified? That can't be. I'm an Uchiha, Sasuke said. His arrogance had no limit, it seems. But he was led away by Kakashi, realized that his mistake caused his student fighting. Now that that is taken care of, are you two ready? They both nodded. Alright. Begin! The moment Genma jumped away, a wave of sand was shot directly towards Naruto. It was fast as Naruto jumped away. Mother, wants your blood! As the sand shot out in all different directions. Sorry mate, said Naruto as he ducked and twisted and dodged. The only one that can have my blood is my girlfriend, said Naruto, as he glanced up towards Uncle in the stand and gave her a wink. As she smiled at that, taking his mind off guard for a second was a mistake as a sand arm slammed into his gut hard as he hit the wall with force. Ow! As Naruto spat to the side, that really hurt. Are you trying to piss me off? He pulled out his staff as he charged it, before he twisted and threw it. Gaara's hand caught it. What? Are you supposed to harm me with a glowing rod? Said Gaara. Not really. I didn't intend to hurt you with my staff, said Naruto. You wanna know what's gonna hurt you? The explosion. Boom! The thing exploded out wildly. The sand was blown away. When the smoke cleared, Gaara was protected by a ball of sand. Shit. Almost forgot about that, said Naruto, as he realized something was holding onto his leg as he looked down. His leg was covered in sand, as a wave of sand was shot towards him. Oh shit. As Naruto flashed through hand sign as sand covered him. Up in his stance, Kunai winks, as Uncle gripped her arm tight. As she was worried, Gaara held out his hand. Now you die! Summoning Jutsu, they heard. Boom! The entire ball of sand was blown away. Everything was just sand scattering in all area. As Naruto stood on top of a 20 feet sun bear, as he was wearing a red cloak with a bar stool in his hand. Huh? What the hell am I doing out here? Said Drunken Bear, as a crowd sweat dropped. Sake-san, have you been drinking again? Said Naruto. The bear had a sheepish look on his face as he scratched the back of his head. Maybe just a glass or two, he said, dark smile, as a crowd sweat dropped once again. Summoning a little teddy bear to help you, Uzumaki. It doesn't matter. It would mean more blood for mother, Gaara said. Naruto? Yeah? Did this shit just call me a teddy bear? Yes, he did. As Sake snapped his gaze towards Gaara. He's dead. As he brought his bar stool down, Gaara's hand blocked it. But to his utter surprise though, it ripped right through his sand. The hit was brutal as Gaara was sent sailing. Boom! He was crashed into the ground. Another hit, boom! Crashed him down hard. Next time, what will you call a teddy bear? Said Naruto, as Sake glanced up towards Naruto. Oh well, I was just telling him to what we call teddy bear, said Naruto, as Sake gave a nod to that. As Naruto won the next fight, Temari lost as Shino Bugs sucked her dry. The final match was Naruto versus Shino. As Naruto, despite his matches so far, he was still able to fight, as both boys stood down there. Begin! As Naruto pulled out 3 wing cards and threw them at Shino, Shino raised a wall of bugs. As Kazekage was watching all of this, he was pissed off. Beyond pissed, he was angered, as with Jiraiya being here, he decided to call off things. Things did not go as he expected, and Gaara, losing to this boy, made things even worse. Damn it. Back down with Shino, he was surprised the cards tear right to his bug shield, as he jumped to the left, but one of the cards nicked him on the arm. How? He said. Well, judging from your fight with Temari-san, your bugs eat chakra. I pumped them with twice the amount of chakra and threw them extra hard, so even after they siphon off a couple of chakra inside the cards, it is still able to get through, said Naruto. That was very smart of you, Naruto-san. But now that you told me how you did it, I can just make the shield a lot thicker. Well, you have three choices. You make your shield a lot thicker, and I just pump my cards with more chakra. 2. I summon Seisan once again, and let him rip you apart. 3. You give up, said Naruto with a grin. Shino stood there for a while as he thought about possible strategies. But he couldn't come up with a proper one that ended up with him winning this. You make a good point, as he raised his hand. Proctor, I surrender, he said. The proctor came over. Shino Burme has given up. Winner, Naruto Uzumaki. As Naruto smiled as the people started to cheer. Afterwards, Uncle took him home for a wonderful reward. Time skip. Naruto-kun, what are you doing here this late? Uncle asked a raised eyebrow as Naruto stood out of her door at midnight. I'm not allowed to sleep in my bed in the couch. It's really messing up my neck. Can I sleep here for a couple nights? I don't know, she said. I'll require rent. As she smirked and grabbed him and pulled him inside. Time skip. You look tired, Naruto, said Sarutobi, as Naruto stood in front of his decks. As he looked like he was unable to keep his eyes open. Oh, I'm fine. Just didn't get much sleep last night, said Naruto. I see. Anyway, I have a mission for you and Uncle. An A-rank mission. A-rank? What's the mission, said Naruto. As Jinjulke, the Nibi Jinjulke has requested our aid. Sarutobi says he handed over a file to Naruto. As Naruto opened and saw a blonde girl that looked to be around 17. Her name is Yujito. She's a Kumo ninja who wants to join Konoha. But because no one trusts her, she gets a 7-man escort on every mission. Chūnin's. So you want me to find her and kill the escort and bring her back here, said Naruto. As Sarutobi nodded. That's right. Go tell Uncle and leave as soon as possible. Yes, said Naruto as he vanished. As Naruto arrived. Uncle, where are you? He said. We have a mission. What? We have an A-rank mission, said Naruto. As Uncle stepped out of the bathroom without her coat on. So, what's the mission? She asks. We gotta track down a girl, kill her escort, and bring her back here. Unharmed? Uncle asks. Yes, said Naruto. Damn. How large is her escort? She asks. According to Sarutobi Sensei, 7 Chūnins. Great, let's go. Do you got everything? All sealed up, said Naruto. Good, she said. And with that they moved. Once they were a few miles away from Konoha, they sat down. So, where are we supposed to meet this Jinjulke girl? Uncle asked. According to the file, 13 miles away, from the west of Wave. She's on a mission to assassinate the Wave Daimyo. Oh hell no, said Naruto. As he got up, I'm ready to go now, how about you? You seem kinda slow. Don't push your luck, you stamina god, she said. I'm sure I can easily beat you anytime. Bullshit, said Naruto. As they move off. As they arrive, Uncle was panting a lot harder than him. Your stamina is incredibly annoying, she said. Come on, that's not what you said last night, said Naruto. As a small blush came on her face, remembering. Well, we have 10 minutes until rendezvous. We should get in our positions. I have an idea, said Naruto as he pulled a card and a pen, as he wrote on it, as he placed it on the ground. Now we get in our position, he said. 10 minutes later they were hiding, as they heard footsteps. Yujito came walking on the road, with 3 Chūnins, 1 in front of her, 2 to her side. One of the Chūnins at the front stopped, as he bent down and picked up something on the road. What the hell is this? He says. He picked up a card, with the word jump on it. As Yujito jumped, as about 50 kunais came from the bushes, hitting one of the Chūnins and the other 2 jumped away. As the both of them jumped out the line in front of her, the Chūnins landed about 20 feet away. Go to Konoha, Yujito-san, said Naruto. We'll catch up later. As several other Chūnins flashed out of the bushes, as Uncle flashed over to the sides. I'll take these ones, you take those, said Naruto. Uncle shot snake from her sleeve. Senjutsu, she said. As Naruto moved, he drop kicked the Chūnin in front of him before he threw 2 cards. One of them embedded in one of the Chūnin's shoulder, the other one twisted out of the way as he got nicked right on the cheek. Those things were fast as they moved aside, flashing through hand signs. As Naruto leaped as a spark of electricity struck where he was. As he was in mid-air, he threw out 3 cards. As they all exploded. As Naruto pulled out his deck while the Chūnins were disoriented. As Uncle saw what he was doing, she jumped away as Naruto threw the cards in the air. They were filled with fire chakras. They came raining down. 4 of them were shredded and burned. As 2 of them managed to jump away though. As he had to block As Naruto clashed with him the moment he landed, Uncle clashed with the other one. As Naruto saw open and slammed his fist onto the man's jaw, snapping his head upwards. The other Chūnin threw 3 Chūnin as the explosive tags. Boom! The ground exploded as Uncle covered her face. Debris and stone flying anywhere. The man flashed in front of Uncle. Right to slice her to pieces as Naruto threw a card. It sliced right through the man's heel. As he staggered back in pain, Uncle twisted and delivered a brutal spinning kick to his face. As Naruto then felt a piercing pain. The Chūnin in front of him had stabbed him with a kunai. As Naruto flashed through one-handed seals. As a seal lit up on his hand and go poof. A metal staff bow came out. The Chūnin ducked under the swipe, but Naruto then brought it upwards and cracked the man's chin, before twisting and slamming it on the man's skull brutally. As Uncle sliced the other one's throat. With another brutal swing encased with chakra, the man was knocked senseless and killed, as his skull was broken completely. As Naruto gripped the kunai in his stomach and ripped it out, Uncle walked over to him, Naruto. As he sat on the ground, his eyes closed. "Are you dead?" she asked. "Yep," said Naruto as he got up. "But that's not gonna stop me. Time skip when Uchito was about 20 miles away from Konoha. The two of them caught up to her." As with that they made their way towards the office. "Nice work you two," Hiruzen said. "Now Naruto, I doubt that you want to wear a Chūnin vest, right?" "Of course not," said Naruto. "Alright then, let's work for me," as he handed Naruto a paper. As Naruto signed everything, "You're now an official Chūnin of Konoha. Congratulations." "It feels really good," said Naruto, as he puffed out his chest with pride. Time skip, as both Naruto and Uncle was at a bar, eating donkos. "You know, I've been thinking." "Oh, that can't be good." "Let's move in together," said Naruto. Uncle's eyes went wide. What? "Let's move in together," said Naruto. "We practically live together in a week." As Naruto glanced up towards her, only to see her on his side of the bench, as she started to kiss him. She pulled back with a happy smile on her face. "I would love this," she said. As Naruto laughed. "What's so funny?" "Well, we've brought a whole new meaning to the words teacher-student relationship." As Uncle chuckled as well. "I guess they're right about that. Hey, see you later. I got an appointment with my beers." "Oh yeah? Which one?" Cap, Han, Cho, Snatty, and Kamo. "Snatty-sama? You know the legendary Sani?" Uncle said. "No. Snatty is a beer," said Naruto. "She sucked so much at gambling show she was named after that Snatty. You know, you can join me if you want." "No thanks," Uncle said. "It's useless to play against you." "I know," said Naruto with a smirk, as he gave her a kiss before leaving. An hour later, as drunk Naruto was sitting in front of the table with his beers, as Cho and Han had already left. "Hey, Kamo," said Naruto. "Huh?" "About those 300 that you owe me." "What about them?" "When are you gonna pay me back?" said Naruto. "When you stop being an ass." Cap came down and crashed on his back. "What did you just say?" Oh, nothing, Cap. I just said I'll pay him back." As he pulled out his wallet and tossed over to Naruto. "Take your 300, there it is." As Naruto smiled and threw back the wallet to him, after taking the money, as he poofed away. "Thanks, Cap," said Naruto. "No problem, bro. I love to make him sweat. You just come to me if you ever have a hard time making him pay his debts." "I will. I think I'll go grab a cup of coffee and I'll go train," said Naruto. "See ya, Cap. "See ya, bro," said Cap, as he poofed away. As Naruto went to pour himself a cup of coffee, meanwhile Mai was sitting in Naruto's apartment. Naruto-kun hasn't come home in a while. As if reading her thoughts, fate appeared right in front of her. They'd moved in together, and you can't really do anything about it. "What? Damn it, but I wanted to—" "Damn," said Mai, as she lowered her head in defeat. Before she clenched her fist, "You know what? I'm not going to give up that easily." "Damn," said Fate. "She's still on this path." Meanwhile, "Yeah," said Naruto to himself. He totally forgot about Mai. He had to tell her. As he made his way, as Mai was in the living room as she thought about ways to steal Naruto away from Uncle, when suddenly the boy that she was thinking about appeared in front of her. "Yo, Mai, just came by to tell you that you can have my apartment. I'm moving in with Uncle. I'll pay you the next rent so that you can—" Naruto was cut off, confused as he looked down towards her. As Mai had came to the conclusion The only way of getting Naruto was doing the last thing that she would ever do. Beg, please, don't leave Naruto, she said. Naruto was confused. What? I don't want you to leave me, she said. You're the only reason I came here in the first place. But I'm dating Uncle if you hadn't noticed. Well, I don't mind sharing, and I don't think that Uncle would either. As Naruto was about to answer until there was a knock on the door. Happy to have an excuse, he left her there and went to open the door. Rasengan, what are you doing here? Said Naruto. Jiraiya smiled. We got a mission, kid. Sarutobi-sensei wants us to go and find my old teammate, Snavy. Thought that since we were here, I can teach you a few things or two. You ready to go? Jiraiya asked. Right now, said Naruto. Yeah, right now, said Jiraiya. Fine, I'll be right back, said Naruto. As he closed the door. I got a mission, Mai. We'll talk when I get back, okay? As she sighed, okay, she said. Oh, can you find Uncle and tell her I'm going on the mission? Sure, said Mai. A bit too quickly, as Naruto raised eyebrow. You answered that a bit too quickly, said Naruto. Is something up? Of course not, she said. You just go ahead and have fun. Yeah, said Naruto as he narrowed his eyes at her. Time skip. So, what are you gonna teach me? The fourth Hokage creation, the Rasengan, said Jiraiya. Really? When do we start, said Naruto. Right now, said Jiraiya, as he tossed Naruto a water balloon. You need to pop that. As Naruto squeezed and popped it. Not like that, you idiot, with your chakra. You need to rotate the water in the balloon and pop it from the inside. Then why didn't you say so, said Naruto, as he caught the other one and started rotating his chakra inside of it. An hour later. What the hell? Why won't this thing pop, said Naruto. Let me give you a bit of an instruction, said Jiraiya, as he thought Naruto would get it on the fly, but it seems he needed help. As Jiraiya held out another water balloon. Watch me. Poof! It burst. Did you see what I did? Yeah. You rotated in all different directions. Good. Now you try. As Naruto gripped the water balloon, as he did the same thing that Jiraiya did. Pop! As Naruto smiled at that. Nice, said Jiraiya. Let's get out of town before we proceed to the next step. Once they were out of town, Jiraiya tossed Naruto a rubber ball. This step is 100 times harder than the other step. It's about power. Put as much power as you can into it until it bursts. As much, huh? Said Naruto, as he gripped onto the small ball, before he pumped chakra into it. An explosion went off as both Jiraiya and Naruto were thrown away. Jiraiya cursed as he picked himself up as Naruto pulled himself out of the broken tree. It's a good thing I taught you this outside of town. You said put as much power into as I can, said Naruto. I didn't mean that much, said Jiraiya. Well, at least we know that you got the second step down. Now it's time for the last part, said Jiraiya, as he handed Naruto another water balloon. Well, this one was filled with air. The first step was rotation and second was power. Now, you need to create a spear inside the balloon without popping it. Hey, Rasengan, was the fourth guy a childish person? Kind of. Why? Balloons, said Naruto. Well, they're round, so he thought they were perfect for this technique. I'm not sure why he used balloons though, said Jiraiya. As they start to walk. As they walked, Naruto was having some trouble, as he could not form into a ball shape. But then a thought struck him. Wait a minute. What are you doing, Brad, said Jiraiya, as Naruto pulled out the card. As he made the card float about 3 inches above his palm. As he started spinning the card in all directions. I'm using the same principle as the Konai balancing exercise. I'm gonna use this card to measure how big the Rasengan should be, said Naruto. Ah, keep it at the center at all time. That will form a perfect ball, said Jiraiya. As the both of them got near town that Jiraiya was told that Snavy was in. Hey, look, said Naruto, as he used the card to form it into a ball. Good, said Jiraiya, now retain it. Create a shell of chakra around it to stop it from leaking out. As Naruto added that thin layer of chakra over it, as he created a perfect ball. Good, really good, said Jiraiya. I was actually hoping that it would take you a bit longer. Didn't want you to bug me for any more training, but you're just too damn good, said Jiraiya. Just one day. You know, it's the least that you can do for your student, son. I mean, a little training wouldn't help you. Jiraiya blinked. What? You know? I do now, said Naruto. Jiraiya blinked in shock. Come on, look at me. As Naruto covered his face where his scar marks were. Take these away, and I'll look like a young fourth Hokage. You know, you should know about this until you became Chūnin, said Jiraiya. As Naruto blinked. Where the hell have you been? I'm already Chūnin. You, you are? Well then, I guess we don't have a problem. You see, Naruto, it's about time that I tell you who your father was. As Naruto blinked, was he really gonna act like that just didn't happen? Your father was Minato Namikaze, my pupil, the fourth Hokage of Konoha. You should know he never wanted to see like him inside of you, but he couldn't just ask someone to give up their child when he could not do the same. Your mother was Kushina Uzumaki, former citizen of Ozu. As Naruto saw a look on Jiraiya's face. What's with that look? Well, your mother's alive. My mother's what? She left after the Kyuubi sealing. I don't know, but she might think of you as a demon. As Naruto looked at the man. What? I don't know why she left. Or where she's right now, but she's out there somewhere. As Naruto went quiet at that, Jiraiya watched as Naruto's face went through so much emotion at once, before the kid's face returned back to normal, as he seemed to just suppress things rather easily, and that was not good. Many things happened on that night, many things that Naruto did not know. For one thing, Kushina had left. Yes, she was alive. His father had died. What would be the point of telling him that his mother was alive and she did not want him? That would be just unusually cruel. So, you teaching me for all those years. It wasn't just a favor for Sarutobi Sensei, was it? Said Naruto. As Jiraiya looked down towards the kid. No, Minato wanted me to teach you, although I didn't even know that you were alive. After sealing until Sarutobi Sensei called for me. Is that so? Said Naruto. Yep, said Jiraiya. Well then, said Naruto, I guess I shouldn't hold a grudge against you, as long as you teach me my dad techniques. As Jiraiya looked towards the kid, it seemed like he really didn't want to talk about what he just heard right now. You got yourself a deal, Jiraiya said, as he gave the kid a smile. So, said Naruto, how are we gonna find Snappy? Jiraiya grinned. I bet you $50 I can find her before you. Prepare to lose, old man, said Naruto, as both of them made their way towards town. As they split apart. As Naruto was making his way, Snappy is a gambler and a drinker. There is no casino in this town, so she must be in one of the bars. But which one? As he saw two bars on each side of the road, he pulled a coin and flipped it as he caught it. Head for right, tail for left. As it landed on head. The right one then, said Naruto. As he saw Jiraiya. Rasengan, he said, let's try in here. As Jiraiya caught up with him. As they made their way inside. As Naruto realized that this bar had a little tournament going on. Well, that was a surprise. As Jiraiya blinked when he saw her. Kid, you really did phone her, he said. As the both of them made their way. As Jiraiya sat down next to Snappy. As Naruto sat down next to her assistant. Jiraiya, Snappy raised eyebrow. What are you doing here? Jiraiya could not get to say anything as Naruto poked him and held with his hand. The tattoo read, "Pay up, sucker." Oh yeah, said Jiraiya, as he pulled out his $50 and gave it to Naruto. By the way, Snappy, this is my apprentice. Nah, Naruto, said Snappy, cutting him off. We've met. As she had a frown in her face. What's wrong, old lady, said Naruto, upset that I won all your money. Oh, he's that blonde from the tournament, said Shizune. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze from Konoha, Chūnin, and future 6th Hokage at your service, said Naruto. And who might you be? Oh, hello, I'm Shizune, she said, as she shook Naruto's hand. As Snappy looked towards Naruto. Namikaze? Jiraiya nodded. That's part of the reason I wanted him to come with me on this mission. As Jiraiya looked towards Naruto, as he took a breath. Our grandson's alive, Snappy. As Naruto froze. Wait, your grandson? Yeah. I didn't want to say anything until we found Snappy, so that we could, as a fist slammed into Jiraiya's face. It turns out that Naruto had a lot of anger that he was piling up, and it just released as he cracked his fist into Jiraiya's face. As Naruto walked over and grabbed him by the collar. You old bastard! You knew I was your grandson, and yet you didn't tell me until now! Naruto was about to continue his beating until he was grabbed into a bone-crushing hug, courtesy of the slug Chūnin. "You're alive," Tsunade shouted. "I thought you died. I can't believe this." As Naruto was struggling to breathe, she was suffocating him. "Tsunade," said Jiraiya as he got back to his feet. "He can't breathe." As Tsunade released Naruto as he gasped for breath, she was holding him a bit too tighter than she thought. As both of them snapped their gaze towards Jiraiya. "Why wasn't I informed until now?" they said. As Jiraiya raised his hand in defense. "It's because of Minato. If Naruto was informed about us, he would want to know who his parents were. I promised Minato if anything happened I wouldn't tell him about his heritage until he made Chūnin and can protect himself. And there's one more thing." "What?" she said. "Sir Dobe-sensei is retiring, and you've been selected as Hokage. I was originally asked to take the position, but we all know that you're most suited for it. You're a lot smarter than me, and you're good with the political mumbo-jumbo. So, will you take the position?" As the idea popped in Naruto's head, "If you take the Hokage's position, I'll be related not just to the first, second, or fourth Hokage, but I'll be related to the fifth as well, and I'm the apprentice of the third. Seems I was born to be Hokage. But if you don't do it, I'll never forgive you," said Naruto. Blackmail, Jiraiya thought. Nice. But I'm not suited for the position," said Tsunade, as she looked towards the boy. "Fine. Then how about we play a game of 5-card poker? No draws, we play what we have. If I win, you take the position. If you win, I'll give you everything I ever won." As Tsunade was surprised by that, as she looked towards the boy. "Fine. But if you win, I'll also give you this," as she pointed towards her necklace. "But even if I win, I will still come back to Konoha, but I will not take the Hokage position." "Fine by me," said Naruto. As Naruto looked towards Jiraiya, "You be a dealer," he said. As Jiraiya realized that he was still a bit angry. As Jiraiya got the deck of cards, as he deal. As they came out in formats. Tsunade, 7 of Hearts, Naruto. King of Diamonds, Tsunade, 2 of Hearts, Naruto. Ace of Clubs, Tsunade, King of Hearts, Naruto. King of Spades, Tsunade, Jack of Hearts, Naruto. Ace of Diamond, Tsunade, 9 of Hearts. As Tsunade had a flush, and Naruto had 2 pairs, with 1 card left to go. Jiraiya gulped as he slowly pulled the card. Ace of Spades. "Yes," said Naruto. "I guess you're coming back with us, Bachan," he said. Normally, she would break the skull of anyone that called her Bachan, but he was her grandson, so he was entitled to call her Bachan. "I guess that's true," she said. As she looked towards the boy, she removed her necklace. As she placed her on and gave him a kiss on the forehead. "Grow up into a great man, and a great Hokage," she said. "I will. I promise you that," said Naruto. Time skip. As they were just at Tsunade accepting the position of being Hokage. As Naruto was now talking with Uncle, "She seemed to be in love with me." As they were talking about Mai. "And, did you tell her you were seeing me?" As Naruto nodded. "Yeah. She also said that she wouldn't mind sharing," said Naruto, as he laughed at the ridiculous idea. "Well," Uncle said as Naruto froze. As he looked towards her. I don't think I'd mind sharing as well. And think about what we can do with that extra player in the bed." As Naruto wondered if she was joking, he kept his mouth shut, to wait and see if she was joking. But she was thinking about it. "Besides, I already came to the conclusion, seeing that you're the last of your clan, and Tsunade-sama can't produce any more children, it will be up to you to restore your clan. And according to the clan restoration law, you will need to have at least 3 wives, minimum." "What? 3? Where the hell am I supposed to get 3 wives?" said Naruto. "Well, you know for a certain that you already have 1, Uncle said." As Naruto looked towards her with a small tint of red on his cheeks, as he was happy, and that Mai could possibly be 1. "So you have 1 left to go. You know, my life seems to be getting more and more complicated with each passing second." Uncle shrugged. "Live with it," she said. Time skip as Naruto sat in the office. "I have 2 questions. Number 1. How did you 2 got together, and why was my father told about it?" "Well," said Jiraiya, "I think I can answer the first question. It was a beautiful night in Mizunokune, and Tsunade was cold, and I had on a jacket, and I decided to remove it to keep her. Bam! Tsunade knocked him on the ground. We both got drunk," she said. "None of us can remember what really happened. The pervert keep on making up stories." "Ah, and what about Dad? We told him when he became Chūnin, when he was able to defend himself from anyone that might hold a grudge against us, but we think that he always knew. As Navi got up and moved towards the frame of Minato as she removed it, she bit her finger and wiped her blood on the seal. It activated, as it was a storage compartment as she reached in and pulled out a bundle of cloth. Here, she said. As she gave it to Naruto as Naruto unfurled it, it was a coat, like the Furikage, but it had Will of Fire on the back instead of Fort, and it had long sleeves. What's this? Minato wanted you to have that. He wanted you to be a perfect replica of him. She said with a smile, as she remembered how happy he was. The coat has a special seal that will adjust to your body size. Even if you grew 5 feet more, it would fit you perfectly. Meanwhile, as Uncle was having another conversation with Mai. So, what brings you here? Said Mai, as Uncle was the one that came over to Naruto's apartment. Well, Naruto can told me that you're interested in him, Uncle said. Yeah, I've already told him, so I'm not gonna hide it from you. Oh, why would you? Uncle said. It's not like I'm gonna kill you or something and feed your body to my snakes. Yeah, right, you're not gonna do that, Mai said. Of course not. That would only be done by a crazy, psychotic snake bitch who is mad jealous. But I'm not that, Uncle said. Besides, we can talk civil, right? Yeah, said Mai, as Uncle then sat down. So tell me, do you really love him? He has suffered a lot in his life, and I don't want him to get hurt again. And if you hurt him, I will hurt you. So tell me, do you really love him? Mai did not hesitate. Yes, she said, as Uncle realized that the woman was telling the truth. She was not lying to her. But guys, be in subscribe right here. If you want to see next parts and do, like, subscribe, comment down below and turn on that bell notification as they posted. Remember, share all of your friends in social media platform. And also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Was Trained by Shulkong on this channel and enjoy that, guys. And remember, if you're new, to go ahead and check out the brand new episode over on Anime King 2 of What If Naruto had a different dimension being sealed inside him, and enjoy that, guys. And on Anime King 3, I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto was sent to a parallel multiverse, so go ahead and check out that and enjoy, guys. And remember, if it's the first time you hear my voice and you enjoy videos on both Anime King, Anime King 2, Anime King 3, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying talking about to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, I'm off for now. See you guys soon. Peace.